Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 12th episode of the third season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click it and put a password in and enjoy. So last episode we had another good one. It was a Christmas episode. We had a good one a couple seasons back, and we also had a decent one last episode, as well as the return of Leonard's mother, who was actually a really good click with Sheldon, which was a good watch again. And she found out that obviously Leonard is actually dating Penny. She got drunk with Penny as well. She come back, she made out with Sheldon. He was thinking, what's going on? You know, she's gone back home. It was just pretty crazy. It was all over the place. It was decent, and you know, it continues the good run of solid episodes that we currently had. Now, obviously, we've got the Bernadette and Howard story, which is going strong, and I'm enjoying it. I thought that it was going to be one day and never see you again, but now we extended it. She's been in a few episodes. I'm excited to see what we're doing with that, and I just feel like, you know, the last few have been really good and entertaining. I've enjoyed them and I've laughed, and hopefully, like, the good run can continue. We can see more Bernadette and Howard and how they move forward. So I'm excited for today's episode. I really am. If you do enjoy it today as well, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Look at us, getting ready for a double date with actual women who publicly acknowledge they're our girlfriends?
Yes, I mean, actual women are the best. Listen, before we leave, I should warn you, I'm a passionate man, and I tend towards public displays of affection.
Don't worry, we're planning to have sex right on the salad bar. Leonard and I are going out to dinner with Penny and Bernadette.
Yeah, no more carefree bachelor nights for me and Leonard. These Broncos have been saddled.
They get girlfriends and they just abandon us?
It is great, isn't it? I'm going to perform a full backup, reinitialize, and then reinstall all my operating systems.
What about me?
Well, I understand there are several types of artificial women. Maybe you should look into that.
Dude, there's so many cool things you could be doing tonight. Look, at the Glendale Galleria. Put on your best zoot suit. It's a salute to swing music in the center court near Macy's, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., huh?
Sorry, Raj, I have no desire to salute any article of clothing tonight.
Well, then why don't we just go to the Galleria and walk around?
I don't need anything at the Galleria. Do you need anything at the Galleria?
No, we would just walk around and see what's what.
It's a semantically null sentence.
On, Sheldon. The world is filled with people doing things outside. Let's go outside. Outside is good.
If outside is so good, why has mankind spent thousands of years trying to perfect inside? My favorite places to visit is the two-dimensional world described in Edwin Abbott's mathematical fantasy, Flatland. I am now a hexagon in two-dimensional space.
Begging you, I want to go to this mixer and I don't want to go alone.
Well, you're in luck. There's a mixer here in Flatland.
Just as people like him, it's crazy.
There's a sexually attractive line segment. You should chat her up.
Your work going, Penny? Any acting jobs? Well, the last big thing I did was this production of Diary of Anne Frank above a bowling alley. But I think things might be turning around pretty soon. Okay, well, I went to this psychic who told me that if I cut my hair, I'm gonna get a national commercial.
Seriously? You're getting career advice from a psychic?
Why are you being such a jerk?
You're surprised? Your psychic didn't tell you I was going to be a jerk?
Bite me.
Right, to be fair, I don't even know what the bases are. That's like an American style thing, and I am assuming that that's 100% not third base. I reckon it's not touching the chest, it's touching something else. You know, that's why we say talking about the bases, her concept before. But also, you know, while I was saving up for my house, right, you know, I had to work 2 jobs, and I worked at an arena. And like inside the arena, they obviously had events, and I was stewarding. And one of these events was like this psychic that come. And do you know what? I was actually amazed at how many people actually turned up. I would say about between 5,000 to 10,000 people was inside this arena. And the guy was on stage and he was saying stuff, and I thought it was a load of bullshit, for being honest. I'm not even going to beat around the bush, right? He started pointing out, like, this person's going to donate £3,000 and that person's going to donate this, and who's it, and all these people was jumping up and waving, and like, people was coming up on stage, and like, he was like, you're cured, and he was all floating around, and I was literally just stood there, and I was like, what is literally going on? Do you know what I mean? And like, people believe psychic stuff. people believe all these people that can cure them rolling up in wheelchairs, and then it's like, you're cured, and then they're getting up and they're doing a jog and stay. I'm like, wow, mate, what is actually happening? But, you know, sometimes as well, though, you can literally turn up to somebody without them even knowing prior to you going. I'm like, hi, I just want a reading. And they have no background, can't do no research, and they'll say, is your dad called X? You know, is your grandfather called this? And it's like, wow, how do you know that about me? Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, you didn't know what was coming, and you're bashing all these details out and getting them correct. But half the time, I have to say, I do think it's a load of mumbo-jumbo.
Thanks for giving me your limited edition Green Lantern lantern.
Did you really have to bring it in with you?
What if evil strikes and my power ring runs low? I would like a root beer float.
Sheldon, they don't have ice cream.
Well, apparently these people and I differ greatly on the definition of party.
He'll have a Shirley Temple.
And don't be chintzy with the Shirley. To the point of this exercise is for you to find someone to copulate with.
Not so loud, but ideally, yes.
What is my function as wingman?
You help me run my game. When I lie through my teeth to a woman, you nod and agree.
My friend is looking for someone to copulate with.
You're very funny. I'm Abby.
I'm Sheldon.
How do you do? Rajesh Ramayan Kutrapalli. Call me Raj.
Meet Raj and Sheldon. This is my friend Martha. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that the limited edition Green Lantern lantern?
Look at
Oh,
him.
that is so awesome.
Thank you.
Is Sheldon interested? Is he interested in men or women? I don't even know. I just want to see him like try it on with people.
What should we talk about?
Well, we could always learn more about why people who believe in psychics are idiots, Leonard.
Sorry, but facts are facts.
Right, and if you can't understand it, it's not a fact.
No, if it's not a fact, it's not a fact.
Are you speaking facts though?
Amazing. Would you like to try some?
Yeah, sure.
Well, the fact is you can't.
How's everything tonight?
Really uncomfortable?
Right, the thing is, Leonard's not lying. Sometimes people get confused on what a fact actually is. Something that's hardcore concrete, there's nothing that you can say about it that will deter the actual fact of what it is. You know, like at the end of the day, factually, this is an iPhone. Yeah, somebody could tell me, no, it's not, it's a Samsung. It's not though, is it? It's factually an iPhone. Where people get they misinterpret facts for an opinion. I could say this is the best phone in the world. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. You know what I mean? Like, you could say the Samsung S24 Ultra or whatever. Is that even a phone? That's the best one in the world. That's your opinion. But factually, that's a Samsung, this is an iPhone. And people like as well, it's like politics. Yeah, this part is the best. Well, that's your opinion. It's not a fact, is it? And people then start arguing and going to... It's like, mate, you know what I mean? A fact is a fact. Something that can not be changed. It's 100% proven. And like a scientific... I mean, a psychic telling you this and this and this is going to happen, it's not real. You know what I mean? It could happen, fair play. You know what I mean? But it's not factually correct and it's not going to.
Had a great night last night. I don't like to kiss and tell, but somebody made it to 8th base. How'd things go with Penny?
Oh, it couldn't be better.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
All right, I was going to try to squeeze in a little more mocking before lunch, but I can come back later when you don't have a high-powered weapon.
What am I supposed to do? Pretend I believe something I don't whenever I'm with Penny?
Hey, I'm sure Penny fakes all kinds of things when she's with you. We have the universe of all women. Okay, these are the ones you want to sleep with. These are the women who believe exactly what you believe. These are the women who would be willing to sleep with you. Right there, in the little triple intersection, is your ideal mate.
In order to keep having a sexual relationship with Penny, I have to give up everything I believe in, my intellectual integrity, the very nature of who I am. I can't do that, Howard.
I respect that.
What is that?
Your new girlfriend. Have fun tonight.
1 minute. CSAN. What was that? It means come in. It's taking forever to load the new operating system on my computer. I disinfected the kitchen and the bathroom, and now I thought I'd learn Finnish.
And she and her friend Martha want to hang out with us again. What do you say?
I don't say anything. I merely offer you a facial expression that suggests you've gone insane.
Please, Sheldon. I'm a lost Indian boy far from home, and I want a girlfriend, and I want her to be Abby, and she'll only come over if she can bring Martha.
Yeah.
My Incredible Hulk hands signed by Stan Lee.
Oh my. I've admired these for years. Hulk agreed to second date with Beauty.
Mate, I cannot believe he's actually giving them away. He's got to be bare desperate. Imagine having some sort of Marvel accessory that was signed by Stan Lee. Mate, you would never let that go. That is sick.
Cleaning out the old dryer lint, huh? Well, not only is it courteous, it's safety smart. No, I'm sorry. I really am. It's not right to mock what a person believes in.
Would you be willing to go to my psychic and see what it's all about?
Would you be willing to read a book that concisely explains how all psychics are frauds?
I would not.
Okay, let's go see your psychic.
Flatland is more than just a mathematical essay. It is also a treatise on Victorian social mores.
You know, I had never considered that.
Look at his hands.
Well, it's late.
Uh-huh.
Time for bed. Good night, beauty human! Yes?
Kind of getting busy in the living room, and I was wondering if I could hang out in here for a while.
Suppose.
Yeah, I'd love it, but it's not happening.
I'll sleep in Leonard's room. Good night.
I would absolutely love it, honestly. I really, really, really would. But I feel like we're never going to get anything with Sheldon. Like I said, I have no idea what his sexuality is. I don't know if he's into guys, into girls, or whatnot. The guys have no... The only thing that he's into is literally physics. You know what I mean? Like, he's all hardcore into his work and getting the Nobel Prize, and that's it. I don't really know anything else, but I would just love it, honestly. Like, the best shock would have been, right? Imagine if he got a date before anybody else. That would have been so sick, honestly. It really would be. And again, you know, I feel like it's just going to be one of those things where we go throughout the whole show, maybe like Raj, where he doesn't speak to women properly, with Sheldon never actually physically going on a date with anybody. But the teased us, it was interesting. It's the second time we've had a guy who was interested in him, you know, when he tried getting a number for somebody and he thought that he was, you know, he's trying to own him and he was willing to give him his number. And now today's episode, you know, somebody who's actually interested into him, never read any of the signs, didn't really know what was going on, do you know what I mean? And he's just walked off. And he actually looks so simple, like walking away with his little light. Reminds me of, you know, in the olden days, you know, like when they didn't really have electricity and he lit the candle and he walked around in the dark. It was kind of like that. It looked pretty cool, actually. I like how he hit it with his ring and it turned its light on. Everyone's kind of coupling up. Raj and that woman, you know, you've got Penny and Leonard, and you've got, obviously, Bernadette and Howard as well. It's interesting. It is literally the season of the couples. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So, I mean, Raj ended up getting kind of what he wanted at the end. He wanted to go out, find a female, bring it back and get some action. Seems like he's successfully done it, but at the cost of losing his Green Lantern, at the cost of losing his Stan Lee Hulk hands, which I think is crazy, to be honest. I would not have given them away, but Sheldon did give some interesting scenes in them. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, they fit. I mean, obviously, they don't fit Sheldon, but, like, it fits Sheldon so well. I think Sheldon is a really great character, to be honest. You know what I'd love to see, actually? Do you know when, because young Sheldon actually is a show in it, let's be honest, you know, that's a fact. We were talking about facts and opinions in today's episode, but like, young Sheldon factually is an extension spin-off show to this one, and I would love to see that. Do you know, when we talk about this program and the things that Sheldon's done and has achieved and his ages and what he's done with his family and certain things, and if we use the exact things in young Sheldon and we actually see, so like he was basically saying that he's, I think 2 episodes ago or something, you know, when Leonard was learning the football, he was saying that his dad taught him from one age to another until he went to college. I'd actually like to see that. It'd be really good that when we learn, because we learned about Sheldon's life here and when he was younger and stuff that he was into when he was a kid, and like the laser beams that he was doing, and you know, he couldn't get this funding and that when he was younger and stuff like that. Like, if when we do young Sheldon we see that in there, that would actually be really good. I'd be excited to see if we actually do that. But I enjoyed today's episode, I really did, you know. Again, I'll repeat it. Last few have been really, really good and enjoyable. I do think that the introduction, I've said it since season 1, so I'm being consistent with it. But like the addition of fringe characters, / rotation, / even bringing into new mains, makes the show so much better. You can't tell me that not adding Bernadette in, not adding these other 2 people in, not bringing in Leonard's mum last episode, just the additional person here and there makes the show so much more fun. It really does, because it brings more layers as you go forward. So I'm excited to see what we do. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.